we learned earlier in the program on the story about the local geek shortage, keeping up with the latest technology is never easy, and protecting your business from cyber threats is even tougher. This Tuesday, the Business Courier will host an event called What is Cybersecurity? In this morning's Business Insight, Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith joins with Brian Minick, Vice President of Advanced Cybersecurity, and a preview on how to successfully defend your network. Gentlemen?
Thanks, Brian. Brian, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Let's get right to some questions.
Sure.
Why should cybersecurity be a priority for companies today?
Well, it's interesting. Nolan just talked to us about using technology from a personal productivity perspective. For years, businesses have been using technology to improve productivity, do things faster, cheaper. And it's been a competitive advantage for them. Now what we're starting to see is this advent of advanced targeted attacks, where people will actually use that same technology to break in and gain access to a company. So companies that are worried about manufacturing, for example, they may invest a lot of money in research and development to develop the next widget, whatever it is, right? When they go to market, they have to recoup all of that R&D investment. Some competitors could break in, potentially steal that information for the cost of a couple hackers and undersell them in the market, right? Whether you're even in the services department or sector working with customer information, if you lose that, your customers are going to go away. Right. So regardless of what industry you're in, there's some challenges, some things that you're worried about.
So that increased efficiency and putting things on your phone is just yet another threat.
It becomes a vector that could be used against you potentially. Yeah. Right.
Well, talk about, are there any trends out there in the cyberspace right now? Are there any trends that we're looking at or that we see a lot?
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening out there. If you look historically at the security space, there's been a lot of people thinking about antivirus. How do I deal with that? How do I patch my machines? How do I manage vulnerabilities? And it's been really kind of a cookbook approach to security. You do 1, 2, and 3. If you're doing that, you're secure. Mm-hmm. And what we're seeing now from a trending perspective is, as we get into more targeted attacks, it's no longer good enough to do steps 1, 2, and 3 and be secure, because someone's actively poking at your defenses, trying to figure out what vulnerability do you specifically have? How can I get through your defenses? So if you're doing the same thing everyone else is doing, they know how to get around that. Yeah. Right? So some of those trends around targeting and how do you deal with that requires really kind of an active defense on the part of the company who's trying to defend themselves, ways of constantly updating, adapting your defenses based on what's coming at you.
So if you had to give one piece of advice to our viewers, you know, that are really responsible for security, what would it be?
Besides come to the conference on Tuesday?
Exactly, besides the conference.
Absolutely. Think more broadly and holistically about your security program. If you are running or in charge of a program, it's not just about patching, it's not just about vulnerabilities. Think about, what do I have in my environment that's valuable? What do I want to protect? Who would be coming after that? And chances are, if you start looking, there probably are people out there. A lot of people think it's a question still of whether I'm going to be attacked. It's more a question of when you're going to be attacked. And getting an understanding of your environment, what risks you have, what threats there are, how you can work and adapt your defenses to deal with that is critical.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing you, also a member from GE Aviation, and someone from the FBI on Tuesday. We have a full screen now for our viewers to see the details, how to go to our website and register, but I'm really looking forward to learning a little bit more, then change my password every 30 days.
There you go.
Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.